Jack, one of our production guys, was like, "You know, Jeff gives the best head."
Yeah, you said that.
Yo, bro.
Well, he just came out of the garage.
What'd you say?
You said that Jeffrey probably gives incredible fellatio.
And all dudes probably give great
Dude, that's
head.
what I'm saying.
All dudes give good head.
Hey, something's burning, something's burning, something's burning.
Brand new episode of Something's Burning. Bussin' with the boys.
Yes,
Taylor
sir.
from Compton, Taylor Lewan. Fucking the best podcast on the internet.
Buddy,
the questions you guys
Are
get.
you pumping our brakes
No,
right
I'm
now?
being dead serious. I saw a question that was the best question I've ever heard. You were talking, I don't know anything about football, like the way you guys do or Shane does. You asked, what's his name? I heard you liked Post Malone until you found out he was white. It's a great fucking question.
That was you.
That was a great fucking
That was you.
question.
Who was that too?
I don't even know.
It might have been Shane.
And
might
then
have been Shane.
he goes, who told you that? And it was a black dude.
It was
Who
Leonard
told you
Fournette.
that? And it was, yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it was Leonard
Yeah.
Fournette. Yeah, he was a phenomenal guest, by the way. You want to start somewhere? It's Leonard Fournette.
Leonard Fournette.
See, that's the thing you guys got that no one's got. Like, I know that if I have you guys on, you guys are gold because you guys are funny, and I've been with you. You guys know the athletes that are funny. And that's the key to your success, in my opinion, is that you guys know these guys, and you bring them on, and they're comfortable around you, and they know you're not going to fuck them because you do the same thing. They come on our shows, you get an athlete, they'll like seize up sometimes. If they don't know you, they'll be
Really?
like,
Coming on a comedian show?
Yeah, because you got
Meta
to
World
think.
Peace, Meta World Peace. You could tell like he was like trying to figure me out for a little bit.
Yeah.
Some actors will do that. Rob Riggle did that with me. Like he sat with me and he was like, what is this? Like,
No shit.
Yeah, because
I feel like, well, maybe it's because comedians kind of don't have like boundaries in a lot of ways. Like
don't.
the only thing that's kind of safe is comedy.
Yeah, but
You
that's
can
the
kinda make
best
fun of
part.
dudes
It's like
that is the best part.
Unless they're going on some media run and they just don't know they're going on your show and they just don't know you. Because other than that, it's like, hey, you want to go on Bert's Kreischer show? It's like, well, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And then whatever you say, I'm like, oh, we get to say that. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
If 3 years ago you would have said, hey, you guys are going to be on Something's Burning with Bert Kreischer, I'd be like, holy fucking shit.
Yeah.
That is the coolest thing ever. Us sitting at it, we're having a grill out right now. You're going to cook us a meal that you said you're not good at cooking.
no, I'm great at cooking, and I'm great at what cooking I'm doing for you because this is. I've thought about this because I was like, what do I make these guys? What do I make these guys? You guys both have kids.
Yeah.
Both housewives, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing you ever make your kid, you're about to make 100,000 grilled cheeses. You're gonna have the fixings for grilled cheeses out for the next 10 years. Mm-hmm. At night, you're gonna go, God, we're gonna make them a grilled cheese, and then you and your wife are gonna say, what do you want? And I'm gonna teach you how to make kicked up grilled cheeses for you and the missus. This is what me and Leanne did all the time. Leanne's here. I don't know if she's here right now.
I would love to meet her.
But Leanne! She goes, this was a huge part of our relationship.
Yeah.
Finding a kicked up grilled cheese. So I'm making 4 different grilled cheeses. We'll make 4. We'll cut them in half. You can sample each of them. See which one you like. This is a Gordon Ramsay one right here with kimchi. This is bacon, mayonnaise. This is a cheese with bacon grilled cheese. This is brie with green apples, a little bit of honey grilled cheese. This is, I'm like so excited to make this because this is all we did for when the girls were babies.
I fucking can't wait.
I'm playing with my hands hardcore under the table.
I'm salivating.
So wait, who's like a guest you guys really want to get on? Like
Your boy.
Segura?
Segura.
Oh,
Yeah.
or Rogan.
Both.
Okay,
Yeah,
Rogan, really.
Yeah.
Segura's a snooze fest on podcast.
No.
Take it from his
Is he
co-host.
really? No, I feel like he'd
No,
be
he's
fantastic.
No, Segura's great on a podcast, but he's great on a podcast with you guys.
Tom?
Yeah,
I think he'd enjoy it.
murder with
Yeah.
you guys because he's into what you guys do. He's into that world. He's fascinated. He talks about draft picks. Like, have you seen this guy? He's a monster. Pull up his picture, and you're like,
Pull up his rivals, bro.
Yeah. How much did you weigh?
you had him on your podcast. He would be great because he could tell you stories of all the dudes he played with in Miami that went pro. Because he
Okay.
played in South Florida.
Yeah, and that's the mecca.
We'd love to have Tom on.
Yeah, Tom's outstanding. Let's not sleep on Joe though. We're playing a long game for Joe.
I just
It's
don't
never
think
gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. Get on Joe's podcast.
I don't think it's
I
gonna
don't
happen.
think Joe's not interested in us at all.
No, yeah, he is.
He doesn't
No,
like
he's
football.
not.
He doesn't like football.
Shane told me.
Shane said he's not interested.
No, he doesn't like football, but he likes interesting people. Like, he likes interesting people. He doesn't like football, but he's friends with Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Like, he's
Yeah,
good
but
friends with Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron is like Aaron Rodgers tapped me on the ass one time after I signed my contract. We're playing a 4th preseason game against them. I'm not playing. I'm hanging out. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm going in for halftime. I get a slap on my ass. Gives me a jump. I look over and there's a light beaming behind him, and he goes, "Hey, don't spend all that in one place." I think, fuck, man, that was Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Yeah.
There's like, even as a football player, there's a couple guys you see once in a while. Him, Tom Brady. Those dudes you look at and you're like, I can't believe we're playing the same sport, we're on the same field.
When I met Conor McGregor, I geeked out.
You met Connor?
Oh, yeah.
Did he come to your show?
Recently. He
He
met him
just met him.
recently.
I was jacked. Fucking jacked.
Yeah, how
He's
jacked
joined it
though?
up.
Is he,
Jacked.
yeah, you think he's...
Yeah,
Well, you know what he's,
He's
you know, he's like,
complimenting
this is going to
himself
sound like a slam, but it's a compliment. He's like Will. When you meet Will, when you see Will on camera, you go, oh, he's like a regular guy. And then you meet Will and you realize, oh, he's 2 inches taller than me. Like, I didn't realize you were that big. And then you're like, oh, you're actually pretty fucking thick.
Yeah.
Like, I thought you were me and you were the same. And then you go, oh, there's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're doing what you do and I do what I do.
We were at the Dozen Trivia last night, and I was going to the bathroom, and a lot of fellas, you know, it's all stoolies there. So, like,
Yeah.
oh, the boy, you're 11, you're 10, you're this, you're that. And then apparently I come back, and I'm doing this little intermission show. And JP goes, bro, you just missed it. This dude just ran. He just came back and came in and goes, guys, I just met Will Compton. He's not that big.
Oh shit, for real?
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Dude,
Yeah, the camera like adds, I feel like 25 pounds.
it does get a little, it does make you look a little
15
thicker sometimes.
Thing I'm obsessed with, and I think I said this to Christian McCaffrey.
Is that yesterday?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I said, do you think I could catch you?
And what?
Just catch it.
Just run after
no,
him.
Like if we sat on that green, that little green spot, and I go, give me like 10 minutes. Can I get you? Like just catch it. Like we start over there and go, I'm gonna come and try to grab you, and you just don't let me grab you.
But
Now,
when
do you have to
someone's
take him
catching-
down?
Yeah, you
Yeah, I
have to
hold
take
him down. He goes, that will never happen.
Yeah, I don't
He said that confidently, I
Yeah,
bet.
oh, and I said it to Taylor Heineke, and he goes, you would never get me. And I said,
I
what?
don't know about Taylor.
He goes,
I don't know. Christian's a whole different bag of issues.
Christian's a fucking. I'm gonna do this one. I like the end piece better. But like that's the difference. Is like you guys catch the biggest people and hold them and then bring them to the ground. That's so fucking hard. I couldn't do it to my wife. Like it's like the idea that you'd like if I said, run, I'm gonna grab you. You'd be like, no, and then I wouldn't be able to get you. It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
You get
That
tired
is-
and start up it and then try again. It's like, all right.
Yeah, I guess we'll just.
Like, all right, Bert.
Because I think
you tire out.
Oh, I
Heineke.
tire out really
There's no way
hard.
he can Heineke.
No, buddy, he showed me a picture of him and Heineke yesterday. I think he might be able to catch Heineke.
No.
I don't know.
You think he'd be able to get you?
Right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I have 17 weeks
Yeah.
post surgery. Yeah.
Well, actually,
I think
healthy me?
How
I think
often-
he still stand a chance.
I haven't ran.
He's gonna get. No disrespect. I think he's gonna tire fairly quickly.
Yeah, but dude, also, I haven't really ran or done nothing. I'm gonna get tired quick too.
I've seen you on the assault bike.
I appreciate it. That's a huge.
But like,
you know,
okay,
you know what's crazy
yeah.
is when you talk about you guys, like the things you guys can do in the field, when you live in that world for so long, you really don't even know the athletic ability you really have. Because there are guys that are kind of athletic that get shit on for not being athletic.
Really?
You know, especially offensive linemen. Like
Oh,
offensive
yeah.
linemen are 300 plus
All we
pounds.
do is shit on each other for not being athletic.
Yeah,
Like you
and-
tell me I'm athletic, I'm like, man, all the guys are just gonna dummy me. And be like,
Yeah.
Calm? What are you
Calm
talking
him.
about?
What are you talking about?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, but you're an elite athlete in any category.
Pig. Football, pig,
Brother, you're not.
not mini golf.
Well, mini golf was a
I
whole
won
bunch
the
of
gold
bag of
with pig
issues.
the other day. I won the gold.
I know, but you know how you won, and that's just not fair.
What do you
Wait,
mean?
how did you win a mini golf?
We
I won
lost
at
at
pig.
mini golf.
Oh, you did?
There was
Yeah.
probably 8 of us playing pig, and there was one man standing at the end, and it was me.
Will figured out that not a lot of people had range, so he decided to sit down near the paint and just toss it up and do bank shots.
That
or
was just when
right-handed
it was
shots,
me and
left-hand
Garrett.
shots.
That was just when it was me and Garrett. Other than that, I was making it rain.
Yeah, but you also who were you behind?
Stephen Che.
Okay, that's my case.
And then when Stephen went out, I was right behind you.
I got cold. I got cold quick
you got
because your
cold.
boy was putting buckets out there for a little bit. Absolute buckets for a little bit. Athletes, dude,
I was gonna
it's a wild world in athletics.
Yeah?
Yeah, because there's always, like, I could sit there and be like, I am an extremely athletic 300-pound guy. But then you look at a dude like A.J. Brown, who was on the Titans, and now he's on the Eagles. He's about to play for a Super Bowl.
Looks
Yeah.
like a transformer.
Looks like a fucking transformer. He's massive, he's strong, he's fast, he can stop on a dime, he's got hands, and you're playing the same game as him. Obviously not the same position, but you're playing the same
crazy-
game as him.
Yeah, well, we feel like that. I mean, I feel like that with like Mulaney,
Who's Mulaney?
John Mulaney.
Yeah,
comedian.
okay, yeah,
Like
yeah.
I go, we think of the same ideas every day, and then he says his that way, and I say mine this way. I go, that's fucking Ron White. There's dudes that are legends where you go, Chris Rock, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like you go, these guys are fucking monsters, and we're doing the same thing, but they're doing it at that level? It's fucking insane.
What level do you think you're not at? Because right now we're sitting here in a couple hours. I'm gonna be sitting in a chair watching you sell at an arena and do an hour and a half set.
I don't know. I think I got lucky. I think I'm like, who am I? Like I'm like McAfee. I'm like a cool punter. Like everyone likes me. I'm fun to be around.
Yeah.
Make the locker room a little more friendly, and I can also do a pretty good job. You know, like he's a legit punter, right?
Yeah.
Like so that's where I think I'm at. I think I'm a cool dude to work with. I think I'm a nice guy. I think I'm funny. I think I'm interesting. I got a lot of good stories. But I'm not like a savant like these guys. Like these guys are fucking gangsters.
Who's like the top 4 in your book all time?
All time?
All time's tough. Always. Same
Okay,
decade. Let's go last decade.
Last decade.
Last decade, Dave Chappelle, Dave Attell, Mitch Hedberg, Greg Giraldo, Bill Burr.
That's
Burr.
5. That's 5.
Okay.
That's 5. That's 5. Is Bill in that or no?
Bill Burr? Bill Burr?
Yeah.
Fuck it, yes.
Bill Burr in your top 4?
Yeah. He says things that I go, as he says them, I go, I do not know how he's getting out of this.
Yeah.
And then he fucking Houdini's it, and you're like, shut the fuck
It's like
up.
Louis C.K.
Okay,
does the same thing.
Louis C.K. is.
But he hasn't really done something a lot in the last decade.
Oh, he just won a Grammy.
I'm now showing my ignorance.
No, Louis C.K. Louis C.K.'s a fucking genius. That guy thinks on the next level for everything.
Yeah.
For everything. Louis C.K.'s in my top 5. Chris Rock's Bring the Pain was the greatest thing I'd ever heard in my entire life. I've never seen something and been more fixated and fascinated by an approach to ideas than that. That fucking blew me away. But like, I'll never have a Bring the Pain. Like, I've never come like. I mean, I don't know.
What do you mean by you'll never have a Bring the Pain? Like numbers-wise, or you just talking?
That changed the game of comedy. I mean, that
gotta watch that.
reinvigorated comedy. Everyone started watching more of it because of that. Fucking dude. Fucking Chris Rock's a gangster. Jerry Seinfeld's a fucking gangster. Like, these guys are like, maybe one day, I think I have to die first before people to go like, oh, he was a really good comic.
So those are your 4.
He said say about 15
I said
people.
about 15.
Well,
Yeah.
he explained.
Like Chappelle, when you tell that Brady story, I have a Chappelle story like that.
Where you met Chappelle for the first time.
I met him. I don't think he met me, but I met him.
Yeah.
I was in the Dayton Funny Bone manager's office getting paid. And when you get paid in comedy, it's a one-on-one. You walk in and everyone's trying to pay out on Sunday, and the manager's like, "Can everyone leave the room?" So a little bit of respect, and then say you did a great weekend. You're really close to your bonus on Thursday. I'm going to give it to you. And you're like, oh, thanks, man. He's like, you did great numbers. I think we bring you in next year. We get you in early to do radio. I think we really move to you. It's like that. And then they give you your check. It's an intimate moment. So his doc sits me down and he says, you did a great job this weekend. You sold more tickets. And then the door opens and Chappelle walks in. Now, I don't think it's going to be Dave Chappelle. I assume it's someone from the kitchen.
Yeah.
He just sits in and Doc just keeps going. And he goes, I gave you all your bonuses for the weekend. And I'm like, are we going to ask this dude to fucking leave?
Yeah.
And Chappelle's like, lights a cigarette. And I'm like, he's smoking in your fucking. And you're
thinking this, you're not saying
because he's in the periphery. And I'm like, and then Chappelle's like, hitting all the bonuses. Damn, man.
Yeah.
Good. It's boom. Business is booming. And then he just, and I was like, oh shit, that's Dave Chappelle. And he goes, did you do any new material this weekend? And I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, I know where that is. And he just talks. And then I just sat, it's like what a great white shark swam in the room. And you're just like, and then he just walked out, and I was like, where's he going? They're like, the bar across the street. I was like, I'm going to the bar across the street.
Yeah.
And I stood near him and watched him, and he just held court. He's like fucking one of the most famous.
Just creeping.
I went to the same bar. I stood near him and watched
Yeah,
him.
just watched him for
watched
hours.
him. I just watched
Didn't
him.
blink.
I mean, he's a legend. You ever had mayonnaise on a grilled cheese sandwich?
No, I have not.
Welcome to my white world.
That
This,
is how you make an incredible grilled cheese sandwich.
dude, mayo on a grilled cheese is next fucking level.
I'm so excited for this food.
I got you. Thank you.
You left this one
If you were going to do a
You
cooking
left that
show, if you were
little
going to do a
liquid over
cooking
there.
show, a Bussin' with the Boys cooking show, what would you do? Wait, I got a better question. What's the future of Bussin' with the Boys?
I think we try and figure that out every week.
Yeah, I think every week we're thinking about new things and new stuff we would do.
Yeah.
Like I think the question is what is worth our time doing? Because we're always sitting there saying, okay, what about this? Okay, what about that? How much time would that take to do that? Because we're always trying to balance the
Yeah.
family. Will's got a kid that's under a year old. I got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old. So you need to, in your mind, have enough time for that. But We've talked about shows.
Yeah, I
talked
think
about,
it'd be cool to get some people underneath the umbrella.
Yeah.
Maybe get some talent that goes with our brand.
Yeah, there's a couple
In
of
other
guys
areas.
that are incredible. Absolutely
Because it's like
incredible.
we wanted to initially build the platform like, it's like, hey, let's do a podcast. We don't have to be with the network. We don't do anything. Like we'll do all the infrastructure, everything else, build it out, and it'll be ours. Like we'll own the IP, we'll own our voice, we'll do all the things we do. We don't have to listen to nobody. And signing with Barstool, it's like that's the partner you want to be with. If you're going to be with any media market.
Barstool's next level.
Right, because they're not going to like tell you what to do, tell you how to run it, question anything, none of that. They kind of let us do our thing.
Yeah.
And like knowing that this platform has fully helped, like it's like me the whole year 10, all that kind of stuff transitioning is super easy because I know I got Bussin with the boys. Like that's a seamless transition.
Yeah.
And knowing what it's done for us outside of ball, because every ball player, when their career is coming to an end, like the biggest question is, what am I going to do when I'm done playing football?
Yeah.
And knowing that this is like, we have this now, it's almost like, well, since we have this platform at this magnitude and we have, that was nice.
Keep going.
And we have the reach that we do, why not look at doing other shows or kind of opening up the door for other athletes to kind of join in and let them know like, hey, you could be part of this thing with us, type of deal.
Can I tell you what I feel like is a very underrepresented voice in podcasting is black dudes.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like
$1 million worth of game.
$1 million worth of game. I Am Athlete, Pivot.
I Am Athlete is so fucking good.
Yeah, they're good.
I Am Athlete is so fucking good.
But I Am Athlete's kind of broken up.
I know.
The original crew kind of broke
Right.
up. And now that the one, because I Am Athlete doesn't do a whole lot of podcasting as much anymore, or as much as they did back when they had Fred Taylor and Channing Crowder. Now Fred Taylor and Channing Crowder are with Ryan Clark and they do the Pivot. And they pretty much do it like looks the same because they kind of have the same producer.
Yeah.
Or they had that same producer that was with I Am Athlete.
What is I Am Athlete was fucking awful. Chad Johnson
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
He's hilarious and extremely unique too.
And he's not really on that.
He's not really on it like that?
I haven't seen him.
I've never really watched an episode of any of them, really. Like,
Really?
No, yeah, I like to.
They were good, especially when they had Chad Johnson, Channing Crowder, Fred Taylor, and Brandon Marshall. When they were doing
that was the fucking that was the what 2015
That was, no, they started doing that in
I
2020.
was trying to make an analogy of sports. I couldn't think who won the Super Bowl.
Oh. Yeah, who won it in 15?
Bert,
Well, yeah.
do they need a drink?
Oh, do you guys need drinks at all?
Would love one.
Would love a drink.
Would love one. I honestly,
Fucking just
I
fuck me up.
wouldn't. I wasn't even thinking about it. I wasn't thinking Bert's a bad host or nothing.
What,
but now she
what would you guys like to drink?
What's that?
What
do you got?
What do we have?
We have anything.
What do you guys want?
We have tequila,
Oh, I'll take tequila.
beer,
Oh, I'll take tequila.
We have Guy Fieri's tequila.
What kind of beer?
tequila,
What kind of beer?
Bud Light.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Is it right there?
The tequila's right there.
Where I don't see
Yeah,
anything.
okay, here, I'll help you out. I'll join in on this with you.
This.
All right. I'm gonna start putting sandwiches
You keep
on.
doing your thing.
And then
Yeah.
Taylor and I will get this going.
This is when you know you're comfortable with somebody.
Yeah.
And over there.
Cooler of ice, where?
Cooler
Go to the side. Cooler
behind
vibes.
behind the curtain.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And then.
You just keep doing your thing.
I'm gonna keep cooking.
The mayonnaise move is a brilliant move. My wife brought that into my life. Because I would just do like butter and cheese.
Yeah.
Do you want one, Bert?
I can't. I gotta fucking work tonight.
You can't just have a splash?
I can have a splash. Splash.
I'll get some more
I've been
ice.
drinking so much. I've been drinking so much on stage lately. Because
This is just a splash.
Just a splash. I'm gonna push this one down so it looks like this one needs it. I wish I had a press for these. Do we have a press?
Yeah, you were saying you drink a lot,
Yeah.
and I saw you yesterday, million domestic. You were walking in holding court at the Barstool Content House. I see this man look like everything's been taken away from him in the corner, and that man is Shane Gillis. How do you not only you have you're like the party guy of comedy. You're like the party guy of the world.
Yes.
How do you keep it going without one dying and two running out of gas?
One thing, I am a little litigious about how much I drink when in moments like this. If I'm drinking, it's on. But like at moments like this, I won't let it turn on.
Yeah.
I go, let's have a drink, and then
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Thank you guys for doing this.
Thank you for having us on.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It is so easy to get caught up in what everyone else needs from you and never take a moment to think about what you need from yourself. Trust me, this happens before you know it even happens. All of a sudden, you're running around town like a chicken with your head cut off, trying to get people to practices, trying to make sure you can make dinner arrangements, trying to make sure that you can pick up something for a shoot. And then all of a sudden, you don't even realize you're in this little whirlwind spiral that you've created for yourself where you're thinking about everyone else and you haven't even thought about yourself once. I stop down in those moments and I text my therapist. If you're thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. That is why I do online therapy. I never know where I'm going to be, and I'm on the road. If you're traveling like me, dude, online therapy is a gift. All you got to do, just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge, which is really priceless, because I think it took me like four or five therapists before I got the one I'm working with now. Find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit BetterHelp.com/burning today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/burning.
Are you coming? Yeah, dude, get him a cup. Get him a cup. If Shane Gillis was really the comedian he claimed to be, he would drink all of that right now.
He would drink all of it.
You want to sit? I'll stand.
No.
Are you sure?
We can get another chair.
Yeah.
Yo, Shane, how dope was it meeting Christian McCaffrey?
It was pretty sick.
Yeah.
Dude, you want to
Christian's fucking awesome.
You want to hear a story that he told on the bus? So obviously, everybody watching, you guys can also watch our podcast too on it.
Shameless plug. I love that.
Hey, but Bert,
What?
you were talking about like you were asking Christian if you had 10 minutes, could you catch him?
Yeah.
When he was 7 and 8 years old, his dad would ground him if he ever got jersey tackled in a game.
Shut up.
So they would go to Home Depot and get a double-sided tape to tape for the jersey, warm it up. He said in front of the fireplace, but he would wear a double-sided tape jersey at 7 and 8 years old. But if he ever got jersey tackled, he'd be grounded.
Grounded.
His old man, dude.
They would get home from hoops at
So
7:30.
they take his phone from him at like 7:30.
Yeah, say it's time for bed. You gotta go to sleep. Oh, their whole family's a fucking machine. His dad played in the league for a long time in Denver. Stud. Those guys are really.
Did you guys know you were going to go pro when you were like in high school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Oh,
When I-
really?
When I was.
I thought it was going to be Walter Payton, though. I thought it was going to be a running back.
When did you think you were going to go to the NFL? Like Chile knew, like I'm going to the NFL.
I don't know. I guess you don't know until you're fully mature, but I always like every password answer, every time, like elementary school, middle school, high school, it's like, what are you going to do when you grow up? It was always passwords, everything, NFL player.
NFL player.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Really?
badass,
Yeah.
dude. That is badass.
But I legit thought I was going to be a running back. And then when I realized that people were talking to me about linebacker, that's when I knew I was going to play defense.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I always, aspirations, always my thought, my fantasy, my dream was NFL player.
Really?
By the way, you were talking about a guy who is.
They're all double cushioned, by the way. They're all double cushioned. That's important. That's sweet.
Dude, Bert, you were talking about somebody who's really good with, I think you said black guys? Like, just really good. Who was that you were speaking of?
Segura.
Segura. You said he's really good.
Like he just like, I don't know, man. I always come out like hot. Where I go like, oh yeah, man, have you heard the new Talib Kweli Black Star thing? And they're like, no, I haven't.
No.
I don't listen to that much hip hop.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
And you kind of
Cool.
Dude.
I love my mom.
There is not a better person I've ever seen in my entire life than Will Compton.
Sure they're out there. I'm sure they're out there.
I haven't. Brother, Will was literally known when he was at Washington as the gatekeeper.
The gatekeeper, yeah.
Really?
He was the merge between the black guys and the white guys in the locker room.
Like he's the bridge.
He's the bridge how we all get there. Like Will, there's never been a better locker room on this earth. The locker room guy on this earth.
Really?
You bring him in the locker room.
Because you've been saying I feel like a little bit more recently, and I don't want to go unsaid that I appreciate.
You know why I say it more? It's because now that it's like kind of done,
You feel like you got to keep that.
No, I'm just more appreciative of it because people don't realize what you do in a locker room. You are really the fucking dude out there who brings. He was supposed to go to the Atlanta Falcons week what?
Mid-November.
It was right after the
There
Bussin Bowl.
were 7 weeks left.
Yeah, it was right after the Bussin Bowl. They end up losing 4 of the next 5. Will Compton's on that team. I bet you they win at least 3 of those games.
What's dope is hearing Dave Ziegler, the GM for the Raiders, saying like, yeah, that was a real thing, but we weren't. He's like, if we were in a better position, I was going to do it, but since we weren't winning, it's kind of like,
yeah, it was whatever.
no point.
Yeah, dude. The locker rooms can easily be divided. You know.
Oh, yeah.
Is this where you fold? Is this where you fold because the show's happening?
What?
is this just where you fold because the lights are on? And you're like, ah, fuck. You know what I
right
mean?
now?
He's the most reluctant celebrity alive.
Bro, you gotta love it. You
What
heard
does
on the
reluctant
podcast
mean?
yesterday.
He does.
How much Bert loves it.
He's here because he internally loves it, but he's
Yes,
No,
that's what it is, bro.
No. I'm here with you because I want to do the show.
Yeah.
And go to the Super Bowl.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
So, but yeah, I didn't want to be here.
Bro, when I found out what you paid for Super Bowl tickets, I felt so like
Man, you
you could
are
have
cool as fuck,
called
dude.
us.
No, I'm not.
I
Shut
wish
the
I
fuck
had.
up.
I swear to
Yes,
God.
we could've-
Sincerely wish I had.
Yeah.
I sincerely wish I had.
What?
Yeah.
Call-
When he said how much he paid for Super Bowl tickets, I was like, brother, you could have just called us. We
That's
could have
true.
gathered up 6 of them boys, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it probably would have been at least half.
Well, I'll tell you what. Number one, I'll never do that because I would rather me deal with my shit. Like when I was at Madison Square Garden. UFC was at Madison Square Garden. I was in the theater, 5,000 seats, whatever. And 2 shows on Saturday, and I decided. I was like, I go, you guys want to go see UFC? And they're like, yeah. Someone called Joe, and then I was like, no, I'm not gonna call Joe and be like, hey Joe, I know you're in the middle of your Saturday and you're getting ready to work tonight. Can you hook me up with some UFC tickets? I don't like being beholden to somebody. I don't want to have to answer to anyone. Like, and then the owner of Madison Square Garden was like, I'll get you tickets. I was like, I already bought them. I hadn't bought them yet.
Wow.
I was like, I already bought them. He was like, oh, I could have just given to you. And I was like, then I'm following your rules. I want to follow my rules.
Yeah, but if you want to be a billionaire, you got to figure out a way to cut costs.
Yeah, well,
You got to figure out a way to get around that
my
shit.
wife, when she found out how much I paid for these tickets, was like, is there something you need to tell me?
Oh, no.
And I was like, what? She goes, I don't know. I got better seats than Taylor Heineke. He goes, and they were sitting next to each other, and then he showed me his tickets. I go, did you see the field from there? And he was like, shit. He goes, you got good tickets. I go, I better have fucking
Taylor's
good
Yeah,
tickets.
you
the
found
ones
out
we
what
get.
tickets, you found out you got tickets. Yesterday you didn't know you had where your seats
I didn't know
were.
where they were sitting.
And you found out yesterday?
Yeah, I got them. I just show you.
Because you're in a box, yeah?
No. We're
Who's in a box that
Kanye's
we
in a
talk
box.
to?
Kanye's in a box?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hey.
It's Yay.
Ye's coming?
Yay's going to be in the building?
Hey, the person I just had the podcast today, when Will was getting his passport, allegedly fucked Kanye.
No!
Allegedly.
Wait, what happened?
Allegedly, as in it's said on the pod?
It's talked about on the pod.
And who?
I'll
Who
have to
did
tune
what?
in.
Hey,
And that person really wanted to fuck Tanner Technini, dude. Really?
You do got that look on you.
And he's
Who?
Hey, go
Tanner.
side.
That's my boy Tanner.
Go side.
Oh, I thought
Hey,
it
go
was
side
one of
profile.
the Barstool girls fuck Kanye.
No,
I'm half
no, no,
listening
no, no,
going,
no.
wait,
Yeah, buddy.
Jordan?
Hey, it wasn't a girl.
It wasn't a girl.
Yes.
They just dress like a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Yep.
Well, that tracks.
He said, oh, that tracks. Hey, and by the way, he is awesome.
I bet.
He is so fucking cool.
Yeah?
Yes, you should have
You
him
want to talk
on.
about that at all? Can you?
yeah, you like him?
I can talk about, we've actually talked about we're going to push the show probably next week.
What else do you like about him?
Why?
What?
You like him?
He's hot.
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean, he's a good, when he's all dressed up like a girl, you're like, yo, low key. He got some cheeks
When he's
on
all
him.
dressed up like a girl, that's fucking great.
Yo, I'm just saying. We were all
That's
joking about that in the
fucking
car, dude. He is awesome.
fucking great.
Yeah, when is this going to come out?
JP. Oh, he was. Yeah.
Who?
I looked over at JP goes,
Yeah. Jack, one of our production guys, was like, you know Jeff gives the best head. You said that. Yo, bro. We're doing a show. Relax.
Come in
relax,
camera
relax.
and say that so you can clear your
No,
name.
brother,
Yeah.
no. You know Jack's fired up about being
Yeah,
on.
well, he just came out of the garage.
What'd you say?
You said that Jeffrey probably gives incredible fellatio.
And all dudes probably give great
Dude, that's
head.
what I'm saying.
All dudes
Yeah.
give good head.
If a guy, we all know what we like. I can picture in my head the perfect head I could possibly get, how it works, how it rolls, everything in between. He's a dude. He's got a dick.
Dude.
He knows exactly how to do that thing.
I'm sure we all probably kind of do.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would suck cock well.
What
Well.
number? What
Hey,
number? would it take for to
did
suck a dick?
you ever try when you were little?
Of course.
Oh,
A
yourself?
little.
Yeah.
Everybody does.
No.
You never tried?
I swear to God, never even, never crossed my mind. I mean, I knew it was just
I'll tell you
never.
the one
it wasn't
time
gonna happen.
she goes, if you're gay, I'm gonna be so mad.
if Taylor's gay, I'm gonna be fucking
Dude,
pissed.
fucking, I
He's dead to
don't
me, dude.
like gay dudes.
I had heard that Marilyn Manson.
So fucking
I
funny.
heard that Marilyn Manson like had took out his ribs so he could suck his own piece.
Everyone heard that
Yeah.
rumor in middle
Yeah.
school,
and I
dude.
remember I was like on the toilet one time, just
Brother,
fucking.
I was on the ground
Battling.
like, get over here, dude.
Really?
You never tried?
No.
Try now.
Guys, I was just trying to take a nap, dude.
No, you weren't.
I know, I was in there trying.
I was in there trying.
He's got to meet Drake tonight.
Brother,
I'd like to.
you doing it?
I hope I do better than with Micah Parsons last night.
Yeah, tell him about
Tell him
the
about
Micah
that.
Parsons.
That was a tough one. I walked
What
up.
happened?
So we went. Gabe Davis took us to Saquon's.
Damn, Gabe, you were with Gabe last night?
He's coming tonight.
Okay, cool.
They took us to Saquon's house, his house party, which it's me, Bert, and Mark Norman.
That's a solid invite.
Insane. Like CeeDee Lamb said that, like everyone, the coolest dudes on earth. Then I was, while we were leaving, I was pretty fucked up. I saw Micah Parsons and I like walked up to him and I was like, dude. He like totally walked past me. By the way, I'm in an Eagles hoodie and an Eagles hat.
Yeah.
Like I'm just a fat fan at the fucking cool party.
Dude.
And I go up to him and I'm like, dude. And he was like, kind of like, what? And I was like, I went to Trinity High School because he's from Harrisburg. And he goes, he didn't even dignify it with a word. The response, he was just like, yeah. Just,
Oh my
that
God,
was tough.
What'd you do after that?
Oh, that was the exit. I was on the way out.
Was any of the boys
I
with you?
walked fast, like, whoa. That was a mistake.
Was it actually at Saquon's house?
No, I don't
Saquon's a very sweet gentleman.
Yeah,
Brother,
was.
he
by the
has
way-
no idea how famous he is.
I don't know how famous he is. I don't know who he is.
You don't know who Saquon
Saquon
I know,
Barkley is?
that's crazy. Him and Norman.
Quadzilla? Wait, he's not Quadzilla. He's Saquad.
Well,
Oh,
AJ
yeah,
Dillon.
Saquon.
AJ Dillon's Quadzilla.
Well, we had-
Quadzilla. I know the name Saquon Barkley. I just don't know. I couldn't tell you what team. Giants?
You just told
Yes.
us.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe you told me that last night. What's the matter?
I'm checking to see if your things
I turned them off. I'm keeping
Those things look
Bro, you're so
phenomenal,
pro.
by the way.
Taylor, you're Throatzilla, dude. You
Right?
sucked that guy's
Dude,
dick
I'm a
today.
throat goat.
Okay.
I saw Jeffrey was like, you're dead to me.
Who?
Perfect.
Oh, you saw that clip?
Yeah, I did.
That was funny.
So
Yeah, that was
I go
funny.
to Saquon Barkley. I go, hey, thank you very much for having us at your house party. And he was like, oh, of course, man. Hey, whatever you need, anything you need. And I was
Yeah.
like, nice, thank you very much.
Yeah.
And then when we were leaving, I said, hey, it was a pleasure. And he was like, cool, man. He was a very sweet dude. Very, very sweet dude.
Saquon, there's only a handful of people in the NFL that there's really one kind of person in the NFL, and it's thinking you're way more famous than you actually are. Now, there's a handful of people that actually are that famous, but there's a select few of individuals that are super, super famous that are not, that have no idea how famous they are. Saquon's one of them, and the next person that comes to mind is Patrick Mahomes.
Really?
They do not know how famous they are. Now, I met Pat, I think he was in year 2, or might have been even year 1. And these guys really have no idea. They're the nicest, most humble dudes ever. They could
Really?
have totally switched up now. I have no idea.
I think there's a lot of types.
Do you want to sample some of these?
players?
You the whole time
kinda
you're like, yo, he sounds stupid.
Once you go, there's one type of NFL player, and I was like, I can't wait to hear this. I'm really thinking of like a, wholesome specialist. And
Yeah,
then,
I guess
like,
I'm
running
thinking
back
about,
or-
yeah. You're right. You're right.
I mean,
But there's more dudes in the NFL that think they're hotter shit than they actually are.
Yeah,
Some, I mean,
Heineke
yeah,
was
yeah,
a
they're-
fucking asshole.
Shit on Heineke, dude.
No, Heineke's
Heineke's a boy.
Yeah, came in the
That's
house.
a bro,
came in
dude.
the Barcelona house with like a fat lip in.
Yeah.
Talking about,
Heineke
I think I'm
rules.
gonna do like some little catch deal.
Yeah, catch a PFT.
Yeah,
Something like
he's a
that.
good dude.
Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had some
These are a little tough
49ers
mistakes.
long snapper try and body bag me on the internet.
He
He didn't realize what octagon he stepped in. He didn't.
He had no idea, huh?
I don't know enough about football, and I enjoy football. I enjoy watching it, but I don't know enough about the players. I never did. Same with baseball. Like I was really into baseball.
Are we able
but I
to try
couldn't-
them?
Yeah, we're gonna try it right now.
We're getting a beauty shot.
We're gonna. These are the kimchi. This is sterling silver. Sterling silver. Gordon Ramsay's kimchi ones. Go ahead, grab one. Take a bite. It might be a little warm.
This one?
Crust. Yeah, was that on
That's
Did you
for
fall on that crust for me?
Yeah. I did that for you.
What are we thinking?
What about
What are we
on the
thinking?
show?
Kimchi.
That was my thank you.
It's got kimchi, Romano cheese, Asiago cheese, and it's on a buttered ciabatta. What do you think? I'm trying to.
It's good.
Yeah.
A lot of cheese.
A little what?
A lot of cheese.
Hey,
This is a lot of cheese. You're not gonna like many of these.
hey, you did a good job on those.
Another one?
Nice, crisp,
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
soft bread on the inside. Very cheesy. The kimchi, I was kind of like, man, I feel like this is gonna kind of suck. But low key, you don't even taste it like that.
Yeah.
Got a little salty taste to it. Overall, I'd give it 4.5.
I couldn't agree more with that. With that,
Do you have any revisions?
I agree with you said on the
Out of 10?
Hold on. I agree with what you said on the bread. I think it's got some crunch to it. I did get a crushed corner, which gave me some more crunch. I do like that texture in my mouth a little bit. As you get into the cheese, a lot of different flavor profiles. A lot of different. The kimchi adds a vegetable crust or a crunch.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 4.5.
Out of 10 or 5?
Let's see what Shane says.
It's good.
Oh, cool. All right. Awesome, Shane. Thank you. All right. The next one we have up. I do not know which one it is.
You gonna rate it?
4.5.
Yeah. All right. He gets it.
He fucking gets it.
This is. I think you're gonna really like this one. This is the gourmet grilled cheese. It's got apple. It's got honey. It's got sourdough. It's nice. I think we're gonna like it. I think we're gonna like it a lot. Oh, and it's cooked perfectly. So
That is a cool way to cut it.
well, I don't like when everything squirts out the sides, you know? So I like to go in like that and hammer it down.
You're a pretty good cook, dude. If you can
really
cut
are.
like that, you're good.
If you could cut like that, you're good.
I can't cut. I had to have Pete help me cut a fucking sandwich earlier.
It's got
What?
sharply aged cheddar,
Okay.
thyme, lemon zest, honey.
The time's gonna be
I
good.
think that's this one. Ready?
What's
Yeah.
your drink? What do you like to drink?
Bud Light. Just a light beer, yeah.
Yeah, Bud Light.
Light beers.
I've been drinking a lot of Bud Lights on stage too, a lot lately.
Yeah, I see you put them down.
Grab
Grab that one, grab that one, grab that. You grab the
you
better
sure?
one, grab whatever one you like. Yeah.
I want you to have the better one.
I know
He
you.
wants this one. Shane
He
wants
wants
that. Shane wanted
No,
that.
I got it.
Does that have the honey in it?
You deserve it.
Does this have the honey in it?
Apples.
Ooh. Whoa.
Was it the Granny Smith and
What the fuck is this one? This has got lemon zest in it.
There's a time.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is nice. It's got lemon zest. This is the Brie apple grilled cheese. No, it's not. What the fuck is this?
There's no apple in it.
No, this has got lemon
This
zest.
one's got apple.
Dude, look at the lemon zest in there. You see that? Mm-hmm. Lemon zest is a fucking game changer.
Here, let me hear your
so we can see?
Taylor. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one.
Not as much crunch as this one.
Yeah.
From a texture standpoint. I do love the lemon zest with the apple.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
I think it's incredible. Does this one have honey? Because I don't really taste
No,
honey.
it doesn't. The next one has honey.
Okay. I really like the citrusy taste to it. There's not as much cheese. Overall, I'd probably give it a 4.5.
Okay, all
I
right.
disagree.
Really?
I disagree. I think this is a very well done grilled cheese. I love sourdough bread. I think it's phenomenal.
We're all sourdough.
I think
this is your place.
I think the ratio to yeah, I know, but that last one's a thick boy. I'm talking about like
Yeah.
this particular bread right here. I think the cheese, I think the ratios in there are really well done. The thyme up front pissed me off. And I'm not as much of a fan of the lemon and the apple, the lemon zest and the apple. I do think there's an audience for this. Like, as I ate the entire thing, I was like, I know people will like this. It's just not up my alley. And overall, for that, I will say 4.5.
Nice. Shane?
I liked it. That was good. That was a 4.5.
Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
that's
I
a
like
good
the
rating.
fruit. I never even thought about apples in my grilled cheese, dude.
All right, this is
I
three
don't
cheese
wanna
right
think
here,
about apples
okay?
in my
This one
is the
seems
one.
like-
This is the one everyone's gonna like. Bacon, cheddar, American, Asiago, mayonnaise. This is the Tom Brady of sandwiches.
You sold me on American.
Please take this.
Bro.
I want you to have this one, Taylor.
Thank you, sir.
Shane,
Bert.
the big dogs.
You see? You can tell he's
on.
playing favorites.
What?
Here we
You can tell
go.
he's playing favorites a little bit. That was a good piece.
That's a great piece.
Oh, look at the size of his cheeks.
brother.
Look at the size of his lips. That's a cheeseburger fucking bite right there.
I'm gonna pop, dude.
Jay, why don't you start off with the review this time?
A lot of cheese.
This is a lot of cheese. I'm gonna take a bite and see what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The bacon's perfect.
Bacon fucking perfect. I would have put more mayonnaise. I can barely even taste the mayonnaise.
Shane?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 4.5 on this thing.
Nice. 4.5. So I like it.
Yeah, this is it. The mayonnaise, the cheese,
Yeah, that's not.
Fuck, that's bad.
the
That's not bad
bacon,
at all.
the crunch, the ratios, all of it.
I love that the bacon was cold going in, and then as that sandwich heated up, the bacon warmed up. So all that grease went into the sandwich.
What do you give it?
A perfect 4.5.
Wow.
Nice.
This one to me screams America.
It does.
Yeah, you would go back to back. If I was at a restaurant, I would title this one back to back world champs. That's how good this sandwich is.
This is the 1974.
This sandwich.
1774. Oh, shit.
1776.
Cut that 19.
1776.
Cut all of that.
This
This was
sandwich.
called 1776 grilled cheese.
Yeah. This the
1974.
cheese explosion of flavor. I was terrified about the mayo.
Yeah.
It was better than I thought it would be, in
Yeah.
more ways than one. I didn't have that little nugget about that being cold, the bacon being cold, and having all that grease seep into it. My bacon, I like burnt, like as if there was a fire. Those got caught in it, and then after the firefighters get in there, they bring it out. Now it's ready for me to eat.
Manchester by the Sea.
Overall, I'd give it a 4.5.
Nice.
You eating the rest of that?
You want it?
I will take it if you're not
That
going
is the best compliment I can get as a cooking host.
Amen, brother.
All right, last one. I hate to say this. This is going to be interesting. It's got honey. This is the honey one. Oh,
I'm here.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
What is that?
This is brie, green apple, and honey. Go ahead, gentlemen. Here, we'll take a look. You want to take a look at that, Pete?
You guys are very good at this.
Huh?
You guys are great.
Thanks, man.
All you guys.
I'm gonna take this big boy.
Go for it. So this is great because now I've shown you at least the stuff in your kitchen. When you're making grilled cheeses, you can spice it up for the honey.
Dude, I'm truly fired up and happy that you made grilled cheeses.
I love grilled cheeses.
I do wish we had some tomato soup. That's my only complaint. That's my only complaint. That's my only
That's
complaint.
so fucking funny. I wish I had more honey.
Good thing is, it's right there.
I wish I had more honey.
What's so funny about that tomato soup?
We were supposed to do tomato soup and I killed it.
Why'd you kill it?
I didn't want to make soup.
Yeah, it's a tough deal. But the soup probably would have been made.
It's so fucking hard to do because I gotta cook and I'm not that good of a cook.
Thank you, bro.
Bro, are you watching your weight or something?
No, I'm just.
He looks good. I saw him with his shirt off today.
Look, this is rough, dude.
Well,
Thank you. I'm having a tough time. I told you. I don't like the way I look. I don't like myself. And I hate it. I hate myself.
really?
Oh yeah. I'm depressed.
Is that why you wear the shades too?
Give it a 4.5.
Drooled. I just fucking
Bro,
drooled.
it is so wild to me that you can be in this sort of state and then go on stage tonight.
I'm fine.
Here's the crazy part. Does it still happen in football? Is that as hungover, as shitty as we feel, diarrhea. Last night I was shitting fire because I had tacos before the show. I
Yeah.
don't know why. And I'm like, ugh.
And you splattered that toilet. I was pissing on your shit the rest of the night.
Yeah, I destroyed it.
I was trying to get that shit off.
I fucking pipe bomb those things just. And so the second I get on stage and grab the mic, gone. Not one bit of anxiety, not one bit of stomach problems. I don't have to piss, none of that. It disappears. Does that happen in football?
No.
Bro, after the first snap?
I mean, if you're hungover, the way he's just
Oh,
talking,
no, brother. There ain't
my
no
anxiety would be
like
through
that.
the roof. I'm like, man, I'm about to get exposed. I'm about to get cut.
Right.
There are some dudes who would take like shots before games. Santana Moss, he was
Marshawn
somebody
Lynch?
Yeah,
Marshawn Lynch take a shot before a game?
that Henny.
Hennessy.
Yeah, that Henny. Santana
after-
Moss would get out the Henny, and a few of the dudes would go over there and they'd take a couple shots and
That's pretty fun.
roll.
What I can't imagine is playing high.
When the game's over, cold beers in your locker?
It depends on who the coach is. Arthur Smith, head coach of the Falcons, was our OC. Beers for the boys always. Russ Grimm, our boy, he would have beers after every single game in the parking
Plane
lot.
rides, you're getting toasted back.
Really?
Hosted, yes.
If there was one coach you wish you had played for, who would it have been?
That's a good question.
Wish I would have played.
Yeah,
for
like you're like, I bet I would have.
Jerry
I would have played
Sandusky.
at a higher level. I would have been amazing. He would have been fun. Who did you say?
Jerry Sandusky. Pop Warner.
Hey, bro. When all that Sandusky stuff came out, like every Penn
I
State
was
player was just a
delighted,
target
bro.
in the locker room.
Target, bro.
Really?
He'd be
Yeah,
showering,
they
back,
catch
hey,
hands.
do you feel safe in here? Like, you're like showering, scrubbing and stuff.
One guy though. Who would be your one guy you want to play for?
I don't know, man. I feel like I played for some good ones.
Yeah, nice little
What
Arsenal,
about
huh?
what about like okay?
I played for Shanahan,
Oh wow.
Mike Shanahan,
Yeah.
and Kyle was on the squad. But then on the whole offensive side was McVay, LaFleur, Shanahan, O'Connell.
McVay from fucking
The Rams.
The Rams, yeah.
Culver
Young
City.
dude.
And he's all time.
Culver City.
I would love to play for him as my head coach. I would.
I heard
That'd be
he's a
that'd be
dude.
one.
Really?
Yeah, Mike Tomlin's another one.
Tomlin would be
Yeah.
cool because I don't know him at all, and I just feel like
Yeah.
that's more of like the from afar. You're like, oh man, he seems badass.
Mike Tomlin seems like cool as fuck.
Yeah.
McVay, I know I'd just have a fucking awesome time.
Yeah.
Arthur Smith, like I was about
Arthur
to have
Smith
the
is
greatest
a
time of
dude.
my life down there in Atlanta.
And Arthur
He's
Smith
gonna
is
make a
about
whole-
it. He's about the content shit.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
really?
your story.
He was
Tell,
like,
it's not mine.
yeah, he was like, the first week I was going to be on practice squad, and I was like, do I get to travel to Washington? Because it was Washington, back to where it all started, the origin story. He's like, of course. Just to let the boys get the I'm coming home video going now. And he goes, when you are, I'm going to travel you'll get to travel on P Squad to Washington. He's like, I want the boys, I want somebody, he's like, I want to take a video of you doing high knees on the plane to like chirp, the Russell Wilson stuff. He was all about the content.
Really?
He's
about
a
it,
stud,
dude.
man. Arthur Smith, I was so stoked to finish that one out in Atlanta, dude.
God,
Gosh,
hey,
I was
but you're
stoked.
11.
It's not, it's not dead.
No, nothing's ever dead.
Nothing's ever dead, but that one I was excited.
Yeah, Arthur Smith, dude, is the fucking. His dad started FedEx. His dad is
He
the
could have took
owner
every
of FedEx.
easy route.
Wow.
Really?
Brother, his dad's the owner of FedEx. And his sister is like a producer for like Sicario 2.
Yeah,
and like
really?
she is a
Sicario,
massive
dude.
producer. Like the whole family murders it. And his dad, the story of his dad, like he was, I think, behind on his bills or whatever. He had like $10,000, and I'm gonna butcher the numbers. He had $10,000. He needed to get like 35 to like make it so FedEx could live for one more month. And he went to Vegas and won it.
No.
Won 35K or whatever the number is. And then that next month is when FedEx had its big break. And now it's FedEx.
Shut the fuck
How
up.
fucking cool is that?
That's fucking awesome.
But his dad was like a Marine, like, and was
And he
always-
called him. He called him on the pod to
He
confirm.
called him on our pod, yeah.
That's fucking badass. I would if my dad had money growing up.
We would not be
I
here.
would be here.
No.
We had like when I left to go to college, he started making money. But when I was in high school, it was always paycheck to paycheck type
Mm-hmm.
thing. I was a lawyer, but it was like. I went to a private school, but I'm saying if he had money.
It sounded like you were
I think
you sound like you were
I think I did.
I drove a Benz. It's like all good.
No, I got a BMW when I was 16 or 15, so I
Yeah.
could practice it, and then I got a Mercedes when I was 16. But no, I mean, I got whatever I wanted. I got a Rolex when I was
Sweet 16 Rolex.
Bussin' with the boys.
Let's fucking go, dude.
awesome episode, guy. Whoa! I guess you don't need a handshake, guy.
Handshake guy.
Guys, this is my wife, Leanne.
Leanne, oh my goodness.
Leanne, hello.
Don't even know how you do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know how you do it. Super nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
Yeah. Hey.
Thanks for doing this.
Absolutely.
Something's burning.
This episode was brought to you by The Machine.